What I want to talk about right now is the idea of high and low pressure when in terms of pressure, those isobars. If you remember reading the chapter, we're talking about the lines of pressure in the atmosphere. So this is a great example of where those lines are and how they match up. So what we're looking at on this map here, this is a temperature map of next week. And notice that we've got an area here where you have a closed off area and then these lines of pressure. These are the isobars that the wind goes around. Now look at this one here, another closed off area, but see how much tightly packed the lines are? That's an area of low pressure. So if we put our low right here, okay, if there's our low, here's our area of high pressure right here. So what's the difference? Well, remember, winds go like this around a low. They move in towards the center, okay? And so the isobars, where the winds are on those lines, are being squeezed together as all of that wind and all of that air is being pulled into the center of that low pressure. Conversely, with an area of high pressure, the winds are moving away from the center, like that, okay? So the isobars are going to be more spread out because the winds are diverging away from that. Now how these work is that low pressure always follows low pressure. So that's going to go find another area of low pressure. High pressure is going to move in behind that. And so that's why generally when you have high pressure, the air is being compressed close to the surface. If you increase the density and you decrease the volume, you're going to increase the temperature, right? Because all those molecules don't have enough room, so they're all going to kind of bang into each other. And so that's why during areas of high pressure, we see generally sunny skies and clear weather. There's not a lot of cloud cover. Conversely, if you have an area of low pressure, if we're taking all of that air and we're pulling that in, the problem with that is we've got too much of the center, right? So we have to pull that out somewhere. So all this area of low pressure does is create this vertical development. So that's where your showers and thunderstorms start to develop, all right? So that's the idea of how these work in terms of high and low pressure with the actual isobars, the lines of pressure. So if you look at one of these surface maps, or if you're looking at your e-text and you see the surface maps and you see an area where you've got a closed off center, but the lines, these little isobars, are more spread out, that's an area of high pressure. Conversely, if you see on a text or on a picture where the lines are really tightly packed together, that's an area of low pressure because the wind and all of the air is being squeezed into the center of that, okay? So that's how you convert between the two of those, or you note the difference between the two of those. Next video, we're going to talk about what happens aloft in both these high and low pressures, okay? Stay tuned.